Welcome to a special dinner with yours truly, Adrian H. Dragon, Rainbow Dragon. Dinner with Adrian Hanna, Dragon, yours truly, Dre. We're gonna be having a dinner on a budget. It is 6:41 p.m. EST in Hawk Island, Montreal. Dinner on a budget, dinner on a World War III budget, calling for world peace via the implementation of my trinity of theories known as the citizen integration theory, debt fusion theory, and democratic fusion theory. This bread, I'm grateful, thankful for these pieces of bread, the wheat, and the ingredients that are added onto it. Initially, originally, primordially, were made and created and produced as all legumes, vegetables, and fruits are made and produced and created by the dance of the goddess, with her brother the sun, and the sun now rises and now sets. It's 6:42 p.m. in Hawk Island, Montreal, that meaning as we are on the East Coast in this big metropolis, Montreal, Hawk Island, Montreal, North America on the East Coast. On the West Coast, British Columbia, Vancouver, Seattle, Washington State, California, San Francisco, minus 3 hours, 3 hour time zone. It is 3:43 p.m. and somewhere there, if not stormy, cloudy as it is here in Hawk Island, Montreal, the sun is shining now. And we're about 25 minutes from sunset. So wouldn't be for the clouds, rain clouds, stormy clouds covering the area, it would be still sunny. 7:12. Sunset is at 7:12, so in 31 minutes, it is sunset here in Montreal. And of course, the sun is shining over the west coast, and the sun rises and sunsets, making, producing fruits, vegetables, and legumes from the black fertile earth. The water and the rays and the heat and the sun of the sun, making and producing vegetables, legumes, fruits such as this red, my favorite color, and the color of the dragon army, officially green, the dancing goddess army is green, and the Phoenix People's Party is rainbow. It's tomato. Dinner on a budget, estimated cost of this budget, dinner on a budget. Thinking I'm gonna have it with tea. Tea courtesy, thank you to my anonymous sister. This bread was received as a donation from a local food community fridge in the neighborhood in Hawk Island, Montreal, where I live, where food is being put on a regular basis. The tomatoes I've gotten a bag for $1 or 11 tomatoes. I think the 11 tomatoes. 3 tomatoes here, so let's say a third, so that's 33 cents. A third of $1 is about 33.3333. Keeps going, right? Fraction. If we divide 1 by 3, we get 0.33333. Keeps on going ad infinitum, right? That's a little bit of mystic mathematics there for you. Because 1/3, 2/3 is 6. It's 0.666666 keeps going, and it's the mystery of dividing a whole unit in fractions of a third or 2/3. Keeps on going. If it would have been a fourth, it would be 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, and that's it. But if it's a third, it keeps on going. Sort of as mathematical, as logic as it is when it's a third, there's a mystic, a more spiritual, even more mysterious side to it. So this tomato being red, if I call it 3 tomatoes, meaning if let's say, or 10 or whatever, let's say a third of the tomato bags for $1, that's 33 cents. The bread, I put a little bit of butter, just a little bit of scrapes, and I heated it up so it's melted. The butter, since I bought a few weeks ago 2 for $5, 500 grams each. Butter bars, say it fast. So maybe 10 cents of butter, not more than that. Since it's 250 each, bought 2 for 5 a few weeks ago. 2 bars for $5 of 454. It's a pound, a pound, a pound each bar. So put a few grams, so let's say 20 cents. So 50 cents, my 50 cents, 50 cents plus the tea, estimated cost about 20 cents. So it's about 70 cents less than 70 cents, anywhere between, let's say, 37 cents and 70 cents, 37 cents and 70 cents, 37 cents and 70 cents, less than $1 dinner on a budget. I'll be discussing the spiritual meditations. I'm going to be listening to some news calling for world peace and immediate ceasefire to the conflicts, and the calling on the leaders of the free world to meet yours truly in Hawk Island, Montreal, ASAP, to discuss the implementation of my trinity of theories: citizen integration theory, CIT, democratic fusion theory, and debt refusion theory for the implementation and the creation and establishment of the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, and the creation of the two complementary covenant cooperative institutions, the International Citizen Integrated Social Security and Service Force, aka the Dragon Army, to be of security and of service, with the complementary cooperative covenant institution of the International Integrated Dance League, aka the Dancing Goddess Army. These two complementary covenant cooperative institutions to be integrated with all public and private existing institutions and organizations, to be integrated with all existing public and private institutions and organizations, to be integrated with all existing public and private institutions and organizations for a new world order of world peace, international justice, and secured and ensured global freedom and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. Yours truly, Hidunhana, dragon, androgynous, pansexual, founder thereof of the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, calling all ALL willingly loving to this great work, creativity, and do not play self-righteous. I get moody, get upset, got vices, got issues, got lust. I admit a lot of things I don't admit. Got more passion than most of these politicians, so-called leaders of the free world. Leaders of the free world. Drop down and give Dragon 013 push-ups with loving for the sake of world peace. How are the push-ups going, either? And Mr. Trudeau, what'd you have for dinner? How much your dinner cost? I am calling on the heart. The big corporations. Monday went on a march. I did on a 3-day in a row marching in Hawk Island, Montreal. I'm not gonna name it. A lot of big corporations do it. They have policies to get rid, compact, and throw it to the garbage, the food. So I sent this worker. I went to the discount rack and I was saying, "Hey, are you putting new additional items on the discount rack?" He said, "No, I'm taking everything off." I said, "So what are you doing with it?" He said, "Garbage." So all of that, it was a full stacked, overstacked, a cart, a full overstacked cart, of chicken cold cuts, beef cold cuts, pork, whatever, chicken cold cuts, full cutlets, pastries, bread. I said, "That's all you're doing every day?" I said, "Not even every day. There's about 3 carts, even more sometimes. 3 carts being thrown to the garbage like this." The policies, even the employees, at least the employees, already minimum wage, minimum wage, some are not making, have the policies to change. Give it to the somebody who could use it, students or whatever, a food bank. So in COVID, food banks, some even doubled the numbers, even 50%, 30%, average across Canada, North America, US. I think it's during COVID, start of COVID till now, I think it's more than 50%. Can you imagine? Went up. Food banks. More than 50%. Can you imagine? More than 50, 60, some 20, but an average over a year. The demand for food security for families. Corporations haven't changed during COVID, man. Everybody rushed back to business as usual. I understand. Economic, financial, commercial. I understand them more than a lot of people. I'm struggling now. Although I'm grateful, I'm going to say, can't complain. I could complain, gonna do something, a solution to an action. My rent is paid, my electricity bill is paid in full. One third of my, if not half of my phone bill is paid. Half my phone bill, full electricity bill paid in full. My rent is paid in full. That trinity of bills paid. Food to last me for this 22. I declare revolution, my journey which began March 20th, and that was the fourth day. I marched 3 days in a row for world peace. Average together about 13.3 hours. Yesterday more than 3.5. Tuesday more than 3 hours and 45 minutes, and Monday about more than almost 5 hours. So cumulative about 13.3 hours. Leaders of the free world, when's the last time you marched in steel-toe boots? So I'm inviting, calling, advocating for the leaders of the free world to come march in steel-toe boots in Hawk Island, Montreal, starting from Hawk Island, Montreal, roundabout from Mount Royal at the corner of Sherbrooke and University, corner of Sherbrooke and University, to march 3.5 hours around about Mount Royal, Hawk Island. I'm gonna march 3.5 hours around about Mount Royal, the headquarters of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Kingdom, counterclockwise or clockwise, whether we start in the morning or the afternoon. Doesn't really matter. If we do it counterclockwise in the morning, come break for lunch after 3.5 hours, we'll do it clockwise in the afternoon, or vice versa. Whether we do it in the morning clockwise then and counterclockwise in the afternoon, or vice versa, it doesn't matter. 3.5 hours, break for lunch, for an hour, 45 minutes lunch, and then go again. 3.5 hours. We're gonna march, dance, and discuss live stream. The discussion of the citizen integration theory, debt refusion theory, and democratic fusion theory. My trinity of theories, holy, sacred, and divine, and philosophical, which I've written over the many years, for more than 7 years, with struggling, suffered, been through depression, suicidal, loneliness, precarious employment, struggling independent artist, activist, and athlete, AAA, adding a universal spiritual teaching student because I'm learning every day. With one foot in the library, place learning, reading tens of thousands of books, writing tens of thousands of pages of philosophy, songs, chants, poetry, and one foot in the streets. One foot in the streets, one foot in the library, one foot in the library, one foot in the streets. This trinity of theories have been born without struggle. I believe at this point in time, March 24th, 6:54 p.m. EST in Hawk Island, with all the imperfections and the temperament and the moodiness and the vices and the lusts that I do have, am not perfect. Far from it. Do not play self-righteous. Do not. The leaders of the free world, what they do. Hey, read from a piece of paper. 6 words, look back, down, look back up at the camera, read another 6, look down again, read another 6, look back at the camera, read another 6 words. I have my passion, just got more money for PR agency, public relations agency, hiring, got more money to hire PR, public relations agency, for a private jet, for ad campaign, or hire secretaries and netbots and computer scientists and what have you. For that trinity, better money and more money for a suit and tie. It wouldn't go well with the tie anyways. It would be too tight. I have to loosen up a bit. It's not perfect, far from it. But this, I do believe that at this point in time, with the crisis that we're dealing in, economic, financial, commercial, even spiritual, psychosexual, to repress emotions, feelings. Love and understanding, to channel, sublimate. Working out, training, exercising has been, is, and will be medicine and therapy for yours truly. I believe it is for many. Have been and am and will, and I'm calling now. Patriarchal, I'm going to say patriarchal because there's not one women's sports league who makes close economically, financially, commercially to what the patriarchal sports leagues make. NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB. Tonight, who's playing? 6:56 p.m. here in Hawk Island, Montreal, playing some hockey. $1 million a year. And first and foremost, the CEOs of the patriarchal sports league, the owners. I'm asking them to give to the dancing goddess army creation thereof, the International Integrated Dance League, to be complementary to the patriarchal sports leagues, and them to inject public-private partnership, support and incentivize people to work out, train, and exercise. I've been calling for years since my fitness journey began, coming out of depression, being suicidal. Blood, sweat, and tears. Motto of the Dragon Army is nobody's born a dragon, you become one. I imagine now doing this meal on a budget, meditating with the Dragon Army, east, west, north, south. What can we do of service after we secure food, housing, and transport for all citizens, allies, supporters, and subjects thereof to the dancing goddess of the Dragon Kingdom, calling all willingly loving local, national, international, gotta act local, think global. Think global for world peace, act local. Act local, think global. Could we be of service? Right? For the body. That's the body. These past 3 days I've invested by marching in it. The body is a temple for pleasure and for purpose. The body is a temple for purpose and for pleasure. And the Dragon Army, complementary in a cooperative covenant way with the Dancing Goddess Army, to be of security, securing food, housing, and transport, and service. Whatever services with consent and hygiene, whatever they be, they can be. Helping a senior citizen who has to go to the third, fourth, seventh floor in a big residential building. With a 1-800 number integrated with all existing internet telecommunications infrastructure, smartphones, application, calling for volunteers to build it. East, west, north, south. It's red and green, red and green, red and green. Security and service. Helping somebody with the groceries. We enter the third floor. It's 2 bags, too heavy. Single senior citizen. Helping a family with the children. 7 p.m. They're driving, they got 3 kids, 11, 12, and 13. They're bouncing all over the place. Small apartment, small place. They could use an hour. Could you please come? Dragons. Come, we need to work out. Can you take the kids out for a jog, for doing some push-ups, doing the general war integrated body training system? They can use some exercise. They can use some running. Use some going somewhere to see how farming is done, how hydro here in Quebec works, functions. To go to a plant, to go see how recycling is done. To go see where the garbage trucks go and take out all our garbage. This is the citizen integration theory, integrating across all platforms, all the economic, financial, and commercial sector. Because since 1984, I pinpoint 1984, November 6th, Ronald Reagan's election. I picked Ronald Reagan's, not blaming on Ronald Reagan's, but the development with the implementation of the policies thereof. November 6th, 1984, Ronald Reagan, like Dragan, Reagan. Nobody's born a dragon, not even myself. An open question. Somebody inherits hundreds of millions of dollars, even $1 million. Equal opportunity, freedom and democracy, but if an inheritance, law of inheritance. where's the equal opportunity and democracy in that? There's none of that. And I'm not a socialist, I'm not a communist, I'm not a fascist, I'm a universal revolutionary centrist. I believe at this point in time, for my theory is best, in complementary with artistic endeavors, creative endeavors, the individual and the collective, a balance and a harmonious, by securing food, housing, and transport for all in a public-private partnership, and the implementation of debt refusion theory, coupled with citizen integration theory and democratic fusion theory. Another service which can be offered at 7:30 or 8 p.m. Trucker coming from Phoenix, Arizona, or going from Hawk Island, Montreal to Phoenix, Arizona, or Phoenix, Arizona to Hawk Island, Montreal to Phoenix, Arizona. to Phoenix, Arizona, or coming or going from Hawk Island or to Phoenix, Arizona. Dragons in Phoenix, Arizona, dragons in Hawk Island, dragons east, west, north, south, east, west, north, south, east, west, north, south. Here local, going south, 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 west, 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 transnational, the other sides of the world. All willingly loving, all willingly loving, all willingly loving. Local, national, international. It's two complementary institutions, International Citizen Integrated Social Security and Service Force, aka the Dragan Army of Security and Service, with the International Integrated Dance League, the Dancing Goddess Army. Infuse and integrate with all existing institutions and organizations, such as the United Nations, Parliament of Canada, Congress, corporations, public and private, and balancing the private and the public. Now I'm in private. I can turn everything off, shut everything off, get naked, get naked, get naked, start dancing on Michael Jackson, Madonna, or some Tekashi 6ix9ine, or whatever. I don't have a, I don't have a OnlyFans. Nobody want to see my little androgynous little scar clip dick, anyways. Tiny hands, tiny feet, tiny androgynous little clip dick. Big mouth, fourth dimension. Got that out of the way, we can move forward. Got it out of the way a lot of times. World peace. We gotta channel the aggression, channel the force the energy, channel into constructive channels of love and understanding. Or love is also action. To be of security and service. When, for example, that trucker coming from Phoenix to Hawk Island, or going from Hawk Island to Phoenix, Arizona, has been on the road for 11 hours, or 12 hours, or 13.3 hours, 13.4 hours, 13.11 hours, more than 13 hours. Texts, calls 1-800 number. Any dragon willing to give me a service, my neck could use a half an hour neck rub, could use a half an hour, 45-minute or an hour massage. I gotta head back. I can't afford it on this salary. Like the multimillionaire athletes, activists, artists, CEOs. This price is increasing. Where's the middle class at? What service? What service? Service. To be of service. So yeah, dragons, yeah, brother, yeah, sister, whatever, cis bro, trans, man, trans, woman, LGBTQ, gender fluid, androgynous like yours still, yeah, we got you. Dragon responds, whatever a dragon can offer, whatever a dragon can do, can receive and give and receive and give and receive and give. Give, receive, give and receive, whatever. XYZ, with consent and hygiene, with consent and hygiene, with consent and hygiene. You could use a companion, drink a cup of coffee with, discuss Adriana Dragon's little androgynous clit scar clip. Hopefully not. Discuss my philosophy, my rapping. XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Could be cooking, help with the cooking. I've this and that. Because a dragon unit or a dragon come and help cutting the potatoes. I need a little bit of help with cleaning. Cleaning a little bit. XYZ. And accountability, tracking, integrated with all social media, meta, Facebook, Instagram, radio, television, public, private, across all institutions to be of service. But there's accountability, so there's no abuse, right? I mean, my brother or sister says you already gotten your massage for the day, your 1 hour massage, or we helped you today with this. Don't abuse my dragons. Don't abuse my dragons. Don't abuse my dragons, because dragons friendly and brothers and sisters, but or be the dragon army, not be abused, to be misused, to be abused, misused, unless somebody wants with consent. I don't mind myself some BDSM switch with consent. My fellow dragons said, hey, limp, Dragon Zero aka Limp Dick, Dragon Zero aka Limp Dick, Dragon Zero aka Limp Dick. Guys, swear at you for 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Nah, but you can swear for 2 minutes. Alright. God damn it. Rap, whatever, rap battle. Consent and hygiene. Solutions. The solutions. Integrate with all existing private and public institutions and security services. All private and public institutions, security services and organizations integrated east, west, north, south. Across all social media, Facebook, Instagram, all telecommunications, radio, television, with live streaming on the cameras, XYZ, ZYX on the cameras, east, west, north, south. To be of service. Provided a few examples of the service. It can be cleaning, cooking, massaging, taking the children out because they're driving crazy, the parents. Taking the children out on a field trip. Go see how farming is done. Go see how the dams here in Quebec, there's 61 dams here in Quebec are done. How electricity is being done. How everything, this civilization that through food, initially with food, we built, maintained, or upgraded. Hopefully we're going to maintain it. If not upgraded, to go towards the stars. Hopefully towards the stars. Hopefully towards the stars. I'm not perfect, but at this point in time, I can say without a doubt, my trinity of theories are the best for a new world order of world peace, international justice, and security, and ensure global freedom and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. Right? To the Dragon Army, complement with the Dancing Goddess Army, officially titled International Integrated Dance League, to organize mass dancing events for the mass cleaning of the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes, to appreciate nature and civilization and balance, try to work to attain balance, harmony, equilibrium between nature and civilization, and clean, and do environmental education, how recycling is done, how compost is done, the flora and the fauna and the flora and the fauna. Because Mother Nature, whether you accept my philosophical anam, the dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom is non-sectarian. The dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom is non-sectarian. The dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom is non-sectarian. When I say the goddess dances with her brother the sun, because I attribute to Mother Nature, who is the greatest scientist and the greatest artist, I attribute divinity, spirituality, a sanctity to it. I'm a piece of dust, dancing nonetheless, piece of dust. Look at the trees, they're bigger than me. The mountain, the sun rises and sets now. Looking at the stars. I don't know it all. I don't think I have all the answers. There's so many things I do not know. I do not know so many things. Do you know? I don't know. So many things I have no idea, no clue. Totally ignorant of. I admit that certain things I am mediocre, below average. I fucking suck at it. Even fucking useless. I'm a great philosopher, dancer, world's greatest living dancing millennial rainbow poet, essentially, fundamentally. Principally, the world's greatest living dancing millennial rainbow poet, the world's greatest living dancing millennial rainbow poet. Great philosopher, thinker, got some brain and some muscle. I am the best on the ground rapper as well, in parallel to that. You don't want me to start rapping a delicious, disgusting diatribe about leashes and BDSM switch and what have you. With all the flaws, the vices that I do have, I do believe firmly, without a doubt, my theories, complemented by other theories and actions and solutions, whether financial, political, spiritual, technological, at this point in time are part of the solution to bring about a new world order of world peace, international justice, security, and ensure global freedom and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. Firmly. Dragon army to be of security and service. With consent and hygiene, with consent and hygiene, with consent and hygiene, whatever services need be. Cleaning, cooking, reading books to the children, taking the children out because they're driving the parents crazy and they're teenagers, hyperactive, and the parents say, yeah, we don't want to give them too much medication because maybe it won't do that good after all. So you have to run for an hour, sweat a bit, and then come back. They can continue going on the computer or half an hour. Try to do the general integrated whole body training system. Do some push-ups, hawk squats, play a sport, whatever sport need be. Do some basketball, soccer. Be physically active, physically active, physically active. Dancing. Or go to the movies, to the movies, to the movies. Take them to the movies. Why, for sure. Weekly. Take them to the movies. Right? And then for ice cream, for a hamburger, right? Freedom and democracy for who? I mean, look, I'm in debt. I'm struggling economically, financially. I admit it. I could be bitter and XYZ. I'm grateful. Rent is paid. I'm good. My rent's paid, man. March. Electricity bill is paid for March. March ends, gonna end. 8 days, 7 days. I'm open for business. Still waiting for that first dollar donation. I've been waiting for 7 years. I worked during COVID, had essential employments. I've lost economic, financial, commercial opportunities, and it's due to being LGBTQ. Yeah, you don't think in the NFL Colin Nassib is the only gay player now? It took 70 years. Just think about that. Meditate. I have one player who's open LGBTQ in the NFL. 70 years. 70 years. How many you think now they're going to play NBA? NHL tonight. What y'all eating? What y'all eating? Y'all eating good? How you good, man? Y'all good. And donate. Encourage people to... I'm not perfect, but ain't no way that if I would have had a million, I would have been so selfish during the tough economic, financial, commercial season which we just been through, man. Ain't no way, ain't no way, no way. Not give at least to the children for toys, gifts, chocolate bars, candies. Ain't no way that would have been that selfish not to give. For holiday gifts, toys for the holidays during the economic, financial, commercial season which we just been through, man. Ain't no way. Like mostly CEOs of corporations, CEOs of patriarchal sports leagues and multi-millionaire artists. You also gotta eat. Everybody gotta eat. I was marching the other day. I was meditating. Westmount, the richest, most affluent, economically, financially, commercially in Westmount. Just imagining scenarios. I meditate. Everybody gotta eat. Tonight you're watching your favorite basketball player and beautiful, tall. They're beautiful, beautiful, tall. I love the sport. I admit, confession, confession, confession. I am mediocre. I suck. I'm fucking useless, perhaps, at basketball. I'm okay at boxing, can box a little bit. Hockey can't skate, cannot break. And football, yeah, I can play some ball. Play some football for sure. Do some tackle, running, passing. Baseball, nah. It doesn't come from a place of envy, hatred, and I've dealt with the lowest aspects of self, of jealousy, bitterness, envy. Yeah. Tough road to purify, cleanse, and accept the internal processes and my character and my nature, as rainbow as it can be, stormy and dark and black. I want to let my black mane out, long hair. I like to gossip, don't we? We gossip. He does, she does, she does, she does. In the workplaces, just approach the person directly. Evitate a lot of problemos. I'm not perfect. I use foul language. I use dirty words, especially when I rap. I don't want to start rapping. Underground rapper, best of 2022. Not known, but along with being an independent artist, activist, athlete, AAA, universal spiritual teaching student, world peace advocate, world's greatest living dancing millennial rainbow poet, philosopher, independent psychosexual theorist, political theorist, and political student. 7:18 p.m. March 24th. 7:18 p.m. March 24th, 2022. 7 in East on the East Coast, Hawk Island. 7:18 p.m. March 24th. I firmly believe that my trinity of theories, which were written in the past, struggle, suffering, loneliness, suicidal, depressed. What has been, is, and will be medicine and therapy for me is working out, training, exercise. And this past 3 days, March, March, March. I firmly believe now, at this point in time, my trinity of theories written over the past years, or 7 years, trinity of theories known as the citizen integration theory, death refusion theory, and democratic fusion theory are the best point in time, best in parallel with others, for a new world order of world peace, international justice, and secured and ensured global freedom and working towards attaining harmony between civilization and nature. His food is holy, sacred, and divine. Initially, the tomatoes, the wheat, was made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess or the bird of sun. You don't have to say goddess, say Mother Nature, planet Earth, right? The black, 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 fertile Earth with the water, the sun rays, golden sun rays. Now the sun rises and now sets. Imagine all those rays being poured down on such a macro scale, constantly, constantly, constantly. It's happening now, constantly. Sun rays are light and life and heat of the sun. The dance is continuous. I just channel, spark a tiny spark, tiny fraction of it. Mother Nature. It's the greatest mysteries, right? I don't know how many names of the goddess. They are not, say, holiest, holiest among holiest names. Just a piece of dust. Dancing dust, nonetheless. Androgynous, pansexual. With vices and with lusts. But overall for the greater good. Overall for the greater good. Overall for the greater good. calling all willingly living to support the mission, vision, and philosophy thereof. The dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, and the implementation of my trinity of theories, which calling the leaders of the free world to come meet me in Hawk Island, Montreal to march and discuss it live streaming. And all private corporations and private institutions and public institutions and organizations, to institutions complementary covenant cooperative institutions of the international citizen integrated social security and service force, aka the Dragon Army and the Dancing Goddess Army, the International Integrated Dance League, to be integrated with all private and public institutions and organizations. All public, private institutions and organizations. With all private, public institutions and organizations. Calling for world peace. Immediate ceasefire. And of course, brothers and sisters, if psychological dimensions of ourselves have to fulfill certain things, channel sublimate through art or action or activity, the emotions, the feelings, the matter is mathematics, 2 plus 2 equals 4, can write it in black and white and all the colors of the rainbow. Channel sublimate, channel sublimate, channel sublimate. Keywords. This food, I'm grateful for it. It's gonna nourish my body. I can write, check my email, respond. I cleaned earlier. I did laundry, so most of that is done. I'm triple vaccinated, open for business. But now with the subvariant of Omicron, when I had COVID back at the end of January until about mid-February 2020, before mass testing was available, increasing hygiene in public. Wash hands, wash hands, wash hands when you go in and out of public, private or office, whatever. That takes only a few seconds, 10, 15, 20 seconds. Sanitize, like open carry. Open carry my disinfectant. And the most important message is make love, kiss, hug, wash, dance, caress, because life is fucking short. And the most important message is kiss, hug, dance, love, caress, because life is fucking short. The most important message is kiss, dance, caress, because life is fucking short.
Crane says it will not give up fighting. That's good. The war in Ukraine is triggered strong and united. Where they could target Israel.
was yours truly, dinner. Yours truly, Adrian H. Dragan, calling all willingly living to support the mission, vision, and philosophy. The dancing goddess and the dragon king, to attain harmony between civilization and nature, for a new world order of world peace, international justice, and security, and ensure global freedom. Attain harmony between civilization and nature by the creation of the two complementary cooperative covenant institutions, International Citizen Integrated Social Security and Service Force, aka the Dragon Army, the International Integrated Dance League, the Dancing Goddess Army. By the implementation of my trinity of theories known as citizen integration theory, democratic fusion theory, and fusion theory, yours truly, Adrian Hana Dragon. My holy, sacred, and divine name out of your mouth if it's not for a blessing. All my willingly loving allies and army, start loving, kissing, massaging, tickling, cause life is fucking short, man. Start kissing, massaging, loving, cleaning, cause life is fucking short, man. Start tickling, loving, kissing, massaging, washing, cause life is fucking short. I love you.